And now, from your local election headquarters, the only locally produced political talk show discussing the issues that matter to you. This is Big Country Politics on KTAB.
And thanks for being here for Big Country Politics. I'm Travis Ruiz in for Victor Sotelo, and KTAB is your local election headquarters. We're talking about Taylor County's new voting machines. It's out with the old and in with the new. Those new voting machines made a debut for guests at the recent meeting of the Taylor County Republican Party. KTAB's Mercedes Hernandez has more on the machines that are said to be safer and more accurate than those before.
Taylor County Republicans got the rundown on the latest in voting tech Tuesday evening when Taylor County election officials presented these brand new machines. Election Administrator Frida Reagan answered any and all questions members had about the machines, like just how safe and reliable are they?
This is the latest, greatest security. This system is never ever connected to anything internet.
The machines cost about $2 million and have a life expectancy of 10 to 15 years. The meeting then moved on to the voting demo, where guests voted on a sample ballot with fake candidates. If you wanted to vote for Darth Vader for president, you could do that with just a tap. The experience was easy yet familiar, says Benny Mouser and Sammy Lou Key.
The entire voting process has become very easy.
It's basically the same as the other.
These voters say they also like the electronic voting machines because the results come in more quickly.
You voted late, close to 7 o'clock. You already know the results.
The future of Taylor County elections is electric, and that's something voters are happy about.
You can't get any easier than that.
All right, the deadline to register to vote in the next election here in Taylor County, October 7th, just a couple weeks away. And of course, that election day, November 5th. You can find a list of those polling places and locations, and of course, what's on the ballot in the article on the KTAB website. Of course, you know that by heart, it's bigcountryhomepage.com. And continuing news from your local election headquarters, two local attorneys entering the race for Taylor County District Judge for the 104th District Court. Abilene attorney Jeff Probst announced his intent to run this last week. His opponent is Abilene attorney Kevin Wilhelm. He announced his intent to run for that same position. Current judge for the 104th District Court, Judge Lee Hamilton, announcing earlier this year he does not plan to seek re-election for his term. We will continue to follow this race. All right, now to our eye on Abilene. It turns out that quite a few calls that police and fire departments respond to may involve someone with a mental disorder. That's why Abilene instituted the Community Response Team. Abilene Police, Fire, and the Betty Hardwick Center as one unit. But it also turns out that one team working a normal work week does not always meet the needs of the people it is serving, after hours or when the crew is off. Take a look.
Back in February, City Manager Robert Hanna proposed a community response team to handle mental health crises.
There's an opportunity to divert them from the criminal justice system and get them in touch and proper mental health care. It saves the taxpayers money, and it doesn't criminalize something that really shouldn't be criminalized.
When he heard the inception of the program, Joseph Deems says he was initially excited. His husband is diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia and sometimes neglects to take his medication.
I've called the CRT team to come out and evaluate him. Once he threatened to stab me, and the other time he punched me several times in the head.
But he says the response from his call in a time of crisis did not meet his expectations.
A mental health crisis, you never know when it's going to happen. You don't know if it's going to happen at 8 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Currently, the CRT responds to calls from 8 to 5, Tuesday through Friday. Deems needed response after hours. But Lieutenant Scott Hill of the Abilene Police Department says APD recognizes this time gap.
We are trying to secure funds for a second team that will run opposite the first team at this point.
APD says they now see the concentration of mental health issues in the key city, with the team receiving a high volume of calls since its deployment in June.
They have responded to over 560 calls for service. Over 150 of those have been immediate crisis responses.
With a potential second team responding to these calls, APD is hoping to provide services for folks like Joseph.
Get help, give us somewhere to go.
Who never know when a crisis may strike. In Abilene, with coverage you can count on, Catherine Garcia, KTAB News.
And if you need help, you can call the APD non-emergency number, 673-8331. It's right there on your screen. Or if it's a dangerous situation, as always, call 911. All right, next, a trip of a lifetime as World War II veterans get the chance to revisit old memories and pay tribute to their fellow soldiers at the World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C. It's all part of the Honor Flight DFW program, and the most recent trip wrapped up today. This last week, KTAB's Jessica Rank got the chance to sit down with one of those travelers who is from right here in Abilene.
After one weekend and over 2,600 miles of traveling, Dennis Bruno is home once again. How was your trip?
Oh, the trip was really outstanding.
A ride in the sky to our nation's capital, which was a familiar mode of transportation for Dennis.
I had 30 years in the Air Force. From the first airplane I ever saw, I loved airplanes.
And even though he's been to D.C. before, it's been nearly 70 years since his feet hit that soil.
So it had changed quite a bit since I was there.
But luckily, Dennis didn't have to brave the change alone. Along for the ride, his longtime friend, Paul Wyszynski.
I kind of looked at those guys as they paved the way. If they didn't do what they did, I wouldn't have been able to go into the Air Force, and you wouldn't be sitting here right now, and we might be speaking some other kind of language.
It's all part of a trip that honors World War II veterans just like Dennis Bruno. And while it was mostly about reliving old memories,
to watch not only him, but all, in particular, the World War II vets visit that memorial that was dedicated to them was very heartwarming for an old guy like me.
That didn't stop Dennis from making a few new ones of his own.
When one of the coordinators went over to Dennis and said, "Would you like to dance?" he just popped right up there and started doing the dance.
That was sort of a thrill.
In Abilene, with coverage you can count on, Jessica Rank, KTAB News.
All right, 13 World War II veterans made that trek to D.C. that last weekend. The trip, of course, paid for through donations to the Honor Flight DFW. Still to come here on Big Country Politics, we're analyzing the recent impeachment news. Right here on Big Country Politics, we're back in 2 minutes.